Yes, hello and welcome. This is Formula 1 2014 gameplay as we are practicing for the Fusion League at Malaysia. This is a 25% race around Malaysia and yeah, we are qualifying in 8th place. This was a random grid, so we're waiting for the 5 lights to go out now and away we go. And it looks like we've actually nailed that start as Robso got stuck behind the Williams and Mr. Picks as we split the Williams as well. And yeah, we've had quite a good start. We've got Big Biffa, Simon and Foggy to go next as we try and go down the inside of Foggy, give him a little nudge, a little squeeze. Apparently I did spin him with that move. I'm not sure how. I was quite tidy with my overtake. We banged wheels a bit, but yeah, I'm now up to 2nd place. And yeah, 8th to 2nd in the space of 1 corner. And we are not AI, we are actual real racers that do not go slow on the first lap. So I am extremely pleased about that, to be honest. Now, at this point, everybody was saying, you're never going to see Heno again, he's just gone. But on lap 2, we're still sticking with Heno. We've got about, I think it's about a 2nd gap Heno has got against us. But we're going to try and eat into that. And I am surprised that I can keep up with Heno at this point in the race. However, I do find out he is on lean mix while I'm on the normal mix. But if we can keep to this gap, we'll have DRS come the end of lap 3. So yeah, as Heno goes quite wide into the first corner, that could have gained us some time as we set the fastest lap with a 1:40.2. And that is quite good pace for this point in the race, to be honest. Not really a big fan of Malaysia, however I do keep on setting good lap times, or usually setting good lap times, as he goes deep into that corner there, loses probably a little bit of time, but here we are on the end of lap 3, we're extremely close to Heno now as we got quite a good exit out of that weird, I hate that corner to be honest, it's absolutely stupid and really hard to try and get the right amount of traction, but we got DRS, it looks like we've overtaken Heno for 1st place in the Malaysian 25% Grand Prix of the Fusion Practice League. And yeah, I'm quite happy about that. We've just got to hope that Heno doesn't have DRS to come back at us down this straight as we set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:39.3. So we are getting faster. We've put ourselves into fuel mix 3 just to try and eke out a little bit of a gap so we do not get overtaken by Heno. And yeah, we've got Foggy in 3rd place, but here we are now skipping to lap 6 and we are coming into the pits. I probably could stay out for a lap longer, but I'm not going to risk it. I want to come in at the scheduled time as we dive down into the pits now, and I hit the grass a little bit there and then lose traction, and that was quite close. I could have ended up in the wall quite easily there, but it was lucky I didn't as we come into the pits now, just waiting to find our pit box. There's our pit crew. And hopefully they give us a good stop to ensure that we can try and win this race. So we have a 3.7 second pit stop. That is quite good by the lads. So they have now given me the opportunity to get out of the pits and fight for this race win if possible. So we are just about to rejoin now. And there's 2 cars coming right at us. They're going to be right at me at this corner here as I brake quite early. And I did not want to hit off Big Biffa there as we're squeezing each other there, and I'm trying to go down the outside, giving him as much room as possible, and he comes back at us and we touch quite a lot there, but there was nothing I could do. There was no more track left, so I did not have anywhere else to go. But we've picked up the tow here, but there's just, I didn't want to risk it on cold tyres, steaming down the inside of Big Biffa there. That could have ended up in an accident, so I decided against that. So that is giving Big Biffa a little bit of a lead, but he's going quite wide into that corner there, and we seem to be picking up the tow once more as we try and go down the inside. We give him a little nudge and we are through. But he's sticking with us, he's not giving up. If he dives down the inside I might not be able to defend, but luckily enough he doesn't. But I go wide. These tyres are not warming up. I cannot find a way to warm up these prime tyres. They're extremely hard to warm up, and I go extremely wide into that corner, and that is giving Big Biffa that place back. So we're fighting all the way through this lap now, and let's see if I can overtake him in the DRS zone that we are coming up to now. I should be able to as he goes wide once more. I think his option tyres are starting to give up now, so I should be able to overtake him in this corner, if not beforehand. So yeah, we're getting the tow now. We dive down to the outside to take the racing line, and we are now back up to 5th place. So yeah, this race is going quite well considering. However, I did lose around about 2.5 seconds trying to warm these prime tyres up. So we are starting lap 8 now, and we overtake somebody in the pits, so that has brought us back into P4. So a couple of places to go, and we can start fighting for this race win. But there is some split strategies. A couple of racers have decided to go on the primes first to be fast at the end of the race, whereas a couple of us, well, most of us I believe, have stayed on the options at the start and then gone for the primes at the end of the race. So we was fast at the start but slow at the end. But we are now in P2 as we overtake everybody in the pits, and we've just got Heno in front of us. And for some reason on lap 9 Heno let us through. He just says that he wanted to fight with Foggy behind us in 3rd place. So yeah, I was like, am I not worthy for you to be racing me, Heno? Do you think you're just going to overtake me? But oh well, I'm in 1st place, so I better not moan too much. There's not many races where you just get gifted a position, is there? But here we are now on lap 11, and we've got Snakey there setting the fastest lap, the 1:38.1, and yeah, he's going to be coming at us really soon because he's catched up to Heno, overtaken Heno, and he's just got Foggy in front of him, and then it's me. There's about a 4-second gap, but that is not going to last because I'm setting the lap times around about 1:40s, and if he's setting 1:38s, he's going to be taking 2 seconds a lap out of me, so that could easily be the end of my race because there's still 2.5 laps to go. But here we are now on lap 13, and you can see the gap is closing. He's closing about a second a lap to me, so by the end of lap 14 he's going to be right up my gearbox, and that is not where I want Snakey to be because he's one of the best racers in the Fusion League along with Heno. So yeah, at the end of lap 14 my prime tyres have started to give up a little bit. I do not know why, I just seem to be too heavy on the rear tyres for some reason, not maybe spinning them up too much and generating too much heat. But as you can see, Snakey's just right behind me. If I make a mistake, he's just going to overtake us, and you can see he's just so close to me. So I've got to be extra careful through these corners, but I've got to also make sure that I hit my apexes right and that I get enough speed out of these corners so I do not lose any time, because that could just give Snakey the lead. And we're going to follow the whole last lap here at the Malaysian Grand Prix on a 25% race, practicing for the Fusion 100% race that we do every Friday. And if you would like to see the highlights, just check out my YouTube channel or Heno Gravars. I do not know how to pronounce that. Every Friday, Saturday is the time that the highlights will come on. So yeah, check out for those. We've already got the Australian Grand Prix highlights out for you, so if you'd like to watch that, just check it out on my channel. But you can see now we've got Snakey right behind us. He didn't get that much good traction out of that corner. I seem to find a nice line through that corner that just gives me a little bit of extra traction, but he's gaining on us now. He's got the DRS, and as he dives down our inside, we try and leave him a little bit of room because we're not using the tracker things. We couldn't tell where he was going to be, if he was going to go on the outside or the inside, but he's still with us, and it looks like we went to P2. But no, we've just about stayed in P1. As you saw there, if you slow that down and pause it, we went to P2 just before the end of that lap. But here is the times between us. 0.002 of a second separating between me and Snakey crossing the line. And that is mad. We couldn't do that again if we tried. But yeah, this is Elliot Splash signing out. If you did like this race, smack that like button. I don't know why I said button. But yeah, until next time, this is me signing out. And yeah, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe.